In this lecture, we will discuss a crop, bird of paradise. Bird of paradise or cane flower, botanically known as Strelitzia resinning, is a spectacular blossom. Long stem flowers emerge from green boat-shaped bracts which are bordered in red or purple. The uniquely shaped flower of this exotic tropical perennial resembles a bird head, and due to its brilliant orange and blue color and unique form, it resembles not just any bird but a bird of paradise. Hence, it is named as bird of paradise flower. Bird of paradise is native of South Africa. In South Africa, it is commonly known as crane flower. It belongs to the family Musaceae, grown in large scale in Hawaii, Israel, South Africa, and California. Uses of bird of paradise. Bird of paradise clump provides bulk and mask and can be used in the landscape like a small shrub. It is used in a shrubbery border and containers. It makes a showy and non-messy plant at poolside. It is beautiful and its adaptable beautiful is perfect for home and commercial interior. Varieties. Under the species, three varieties are identified based on variability in growth character. First, humils. The plant are compact, medium height with attractive flowers. Second, glauca. The leaves are very attractive, shiny, leathery, dark green in color. Plants medium to tall with orange flowers. Third, rutilens. The plant are semi-tall, very attractive due to the presence of purple midrib in the leaves flower attire. Soil and climate. It grows in most soils but does best in fertile organic soil with good drainage. For good flower production, grows the flower in sunny or a partial shaded location. It prefers full sun 4000 to 8000 feet candles. It is a warm temperate plant preferring 18.3 to 21.2 degrees Celsius during the day and 10 to 12.8 degrees Celsius at night. They prefer moderate humidity around 60%. Plant grown in partial shade will be taller and have somewhat large flowers. In full sun, plants are smaller and flowers are on shorter stems. The bird of paradise will tolerate light salt spray but could not be used in exposed location near the ocean. Bird of paradise tends to produce more flowers along the outside of the plant. Thus, spacing of the plant at least 6 feet apart will allow adequate space for flowering. Planting. The planting hole or pit should be dug 2 to 3 times the diameter of the root ball. Make it as deep as the root ball is tall. For planting in ground, pits of 19 to 90 cm size are prepared and filled with soil and organic matter. Planting density at the rate 2 plants per meter square is ideal. Before planting, thoroughly water the plant and remove it from the container. Gently place the plant in the hole. Make sure the top of the root ball is no deeper than the soil surface. Planting too deeply may cause a delay in flowering. Fill around the ball with soil and gently firm the soil. Water thoroughly while planting to remove air pockets. Construct a saucer-like basin around the plant from the extra backfill soil. This will hold the water until it drains down to the plant's root. Where the soil is hard, compacted, or poorly drained, consider digging a planting hole half as deep. Mount the soil to cover the sides of the root ball. A plant installed in this manner might require more frequent irrigation during dry period, but it is not likely to suffer from drainage problems. The offset may usually takes 3 to 5 years to come to flowering. Care after planting. It needs adequate moisture during the establishment periods, that is first 6 months. Dry or soggy condition will cause leaves to yellow and eventually die. Once established, it prefers frequent watering. During the winter, watering may be done only when the soil is fairly dry. Mulch placed conserve moisture, stabilize root temperature and reduces the weed infestation. So mulching can also be done. Propagation by division. The bird of paradise can be propagated by division. This method will produce mature flowering plants in 1 to 2 years. For best result, divide the clumps during late spring or early summer. Dig up and separate old clumps, dividing those into 4 to 5 shoots into single stem division. Plant division at the same soil depth at which they were previously grown. Keep the soil moist until roots are established, at least 3 months. Then begin fertilization and pruning. For best growth and flowering, it requires fertilization. Spread the fertilizer around the plants at every 3 months interval during the growing period. Dead leaves and old flower stalks should be removed to increase the aesthetic quality of the plant and to reduce the chances of fungal infestation building up on the dead tissues. Liquid nutrient feeding, however, improves the growth and flowering of bird of paradise. Spray the plant with a solution containing 6 grams superphosphate and 3 grams potassium nitrate per liter of water at an interval of 10 days. Irrigation and intercropping. The first watering should be done immediately after planting, and afterwards it depends on the plant demand and surrounding condition. The bed should be thoroughly be soaked at least once in a week. After a day or two, the soil should be loosened to conserve the moisture and to check the weeds. Bird of paradise is relatively pest free. Occasionally, insects include aphids, caterpillars, grasshoppers, scales, and snails. The leaf borer will sometimes attack the flower bracts during August and September. Root rot caused by overwatering. A combination of fungicide of ethazole plus typhonate methyl gives very broad coverage of the root rot causing organism. Thoroughly soak the soil as well as the crown with the fungicide mix. Scale. Scale insects can be treated with insecticidal soap or removed by hands with a sponge and a soapy water. It is recommended that you can take a damp sponge and clean the leaves once a month. Nematodes. Nematode causes a problem for the roots of Strelitzia. Use clean potting mix or soil when repotting. Top dressing or any other type of soil changing. Keep pots off of the ground to prevent nematodes from infecting the potting media from your native soil. Harvesting. Flowers are usually cut when the first floret opens, drying the blooms. Bird of paradise is such a beautiful flower that it can be dried for a longer time. Take a flowering stalk from the plant and some leaf stalks if you wish. Crush the cut end of the stalk and place it in 4 or 5 inches of a water solution containing 1 part glycerin and 2 part water. After the glycerin has penetrated the entire surface area of the stalk, the stem or leaf color will change and begin to ooze at the edge. This takes a week or so. When the stalk is saturated, remove and hang upside down until thoroughly dried. Obviously, this can get messy, so you need to allow dripping of the solution onto a floor or table. Thank you.